News for you people. Yesterday we finished the vocabulary for the next video, right? Yesterday we saw vocabulary, curious, recently, tenant, evict, property, etc. Okay, so please study your vocabulary to do the listening activity next Tuesday. Okay, that's the mission.
Okay.
Screenshot, check your words, and the video is on your WhatsApp in this moment. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Perfect. Good job. Now, the activity for today. Well, today is not an activity. Today will be a series of tips. Tips and effective information to master your basic structures. On the screen, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different formulas, and they correspond to this specific applications or context of conversation. This information is in your structures handbook, the handbook that I sent you the other day. Do you remember your handbook?
Yes, teacher.
Right? Well, all this information is in your handbook, but I am going to teach you today how to use it, how to read it, okay? Because we have the formulas, but we forget the formulas, no? It's super easy to forget the formulas. What is the verb to be? What is necessary? Oh my God, grammar is impossible. So I will give you today tips to remember each of the formulas that we have here, because it's super important to dominate these formulas for the next classes. On the next classes, everything, literally everything, depends on the formulas. So the mission for today, the objective of today, is a structures review. Okay? A structures review, and most importantly, how to detect what formula I need to use. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Awesome. Let's begin with one of the most important and relevant mistakes that we commit when we are thinking especially when we are thinking in Spanish. Okay? Let's talk about the conjugation for he, she, it. Let's say that we are speaking about the verb speak. Okay? And it's very common, super common, to commit this mistake. Common mistake. Do you know what is mistake?
Yes.
Yes, similar to?
Wrong.
Wrong, but wrong is a description. Close.
Error.
Error. Very good.
Or
Mistake.
file, no, teacher?
File. But file is this is file, look. This is a file.
Okay.
Probably you are thinking in fail, no?
Failed, yeah.
Ah.
Sorry for my
Pronunciation.
pronunciation.
Yes, it's super different. This is fail, this is fail.
Fail.
But also similar problem, similar to Isti, because Isti said wrong, and wrong is a description. Fail is a verb. No, fail. Fail is a verb. The word that I'm talking about is a countable noun. Okay? A countable noun is one mistake, two mistakes, three mistakes, many mistakes, etc. It's more similar to what Elsie said. Error, mistake, and error are synonyms. Error, confusion, and that's it. Because the rest are difficult. Okay? So, common mistake. My sister speak English. Classic. What is the problem in this idea?
Forget an is and is
An S, no?
speaks.
Exactly. We usually forget the S. Or, in the case of the next word, for example, when you say, my father watch football every Sunday. Common mistake. What's the problem in this case?
My father watches.
I don't hear the S.
Watches.
Watches, exactly. Because we say my father watches. And this is also a mistake. Because I need to identify the extra syllable. The sounds in the soundboard, the voiceless sound, for example, the ch, for example, also the ju, they need an extra syllable. So, for example, when you say watch, it sounds incomplete. Pronunciation, everybody. I watch, you watch, and he
Watches.
Watches.
watches. Additional syllable, people. Additional syllable. Watches. We forget to use S after sounds, after syllables. No, after sounds ch or j. Okay? So all these specific mistakes are talking about a very special context. Okay? Yes, we are talking about present, but ignore grammar. We are going to talk about the context of the conversation. Who remembers in what context we need the extra S? Look at the structures handbook. What context of the conversation needs the extra S? Tell me, guys. Anyone?
When we talk about person,
Third person, yes, but you are speaking in grammar terminology. And in the structures handbook, there is an specific information to eliminate grammar terminology. What is it, guys?
Routines, auxiliar do, does.
Ta-da! Routines. Context of the conversation, number 2. Routines. Very good, Steve. Very, very good. What do you mean routines? What is routines in this case? Well, it's very different to say present than to say routines, you know? Because when you are talking about a grammar terminology, it's super confusing, you know? For example, teacher, what is the difference between present and present perfect? You know, ooh, a problem. Grammar terminology is impossible. But we can study contexts, and contexts are easy. Easy. What type of context are we talking about? Well, the context is determined by the time expression. The context is determined by the time expression. And this is the most important part of the lesson. Take a note, eh? These are the context of the conversation that we are talking about. The context is determined by the time expression. So let me speak Spanish for this. El otro día estábamos hablando de los verbos en los tiempos, ¿no? ¿Sí fue en esta clase que dijimos yo querer jugar videojuegos después de la clase? ¿Sí fue aquí? ¿O no? ¿Estoy teniendo déjà vu o qué me está pasando? Help, guys.
I don't remember.
Yo
You don't remember? Ah, ok. Ok, entonces hablemos de eso justamente. ¿Qué pasa si te digo, te llega un gringo y te dice, yo querer una hamburguesa? ¿Qué le faltó decir? Yo querer una hamburguesa.
La conjugación, ¿no?
decirlo en presente, ajá, y no en forma simple.
Efectivamente. Yo quiero una hamburguesa. ¿Sí o no? Right? Well, si ustedes dicen my father watch football, se escucha como lo que estaba diciendo el gringo. My father watch football. Mi papá mirar fútbol todos los domingos. Suena raro, ¿no?
Sí, totalmente.
¿Cómo sabemos que suena raro? Porque el verbo es el correcto. O sea, estamos usando el verbo que queremos decir. Pero ¿por qué suena raro? Mi padre mirar el fútbol. ¿Por qué eso suena raro?
Porque no sabemos cuándo lo miran, si, y como que en qué tiempo.
Exacto. ¿Estás hablando en pasado o en futuro o en presente? ¿Qué me estás diciendo? ¿Cómo que mirar? ¿No? No tenemos la información del tiempo. Y todo depende de qué expresión de tiempo estés usando al final. Si te digo cada sábado, automáticamente sabes que el verbo tiene que cambiarse perdón, estoy hablando Spanglish. El verbo se tiene que cambiar en. Si te
ING,
digo, otra vez, Charlie,
ING,
ing.
ING.
No, estamos hablando en español. Estamos hablando en español, no estoy hablando de inglés.
Ok.
Mi papá mirar fútbol todos los fines de semana. Corrige, mirar.
Mira. o-
Mira. Y automáticamente usamos el verbo en presente. ¿Sí o no?
Sí.
¿Cómo supimos que teníamos que usar el verbo en presente? Ah, porque sabemos esa información porque yo dije todos los fines de semana o cada domingo. Gracias a la expresión de tiempo, yo sé que el verbo tiene que cambiar. ¿Sí o no?
Sí.
Eso se llama pensar en el idioma o pensar en español. Como, como la persona dijo cada sábado, él va a decir, mira, como yo quiero decir cada sábado, yo tengo que decir que mi papá mira televisión. No miró, no mirará, no mirando. You know?
Ok, yes.
Bueno, toda esta información y la razón por la cual estoy hablando en español es porque estoy explicándoles cuál es el proceso que pasa cuando estamos pensando en nuestro idioma natal. Ese mismo proceso necesito que lo pasen a inglés. Que cuando digan I watch o cuando se acuerden cómo se dice mirar televisión en inglés. Ah, ok, watch TV. Ya sé que es watch TV. Ahora pasen un segundo proceso en donde analicen qué expresión de tiempo estás diciendo. Porque dependiendo de eso, va el tiempo del verbo. The context is determined by the time expression, not viceversa. The verb doesn't determine the time. It's the contrary. The time determines the verb. Do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Right? Epiphanies or no?
Yes.
Yes.
That is super important. Because now when you see my sister speak English, sounds strange, no? Speak when? Yesterday? Future? Today? Every day? I don't understand. Correction? My sister?
Speaks.
Speaks.
Exactly.
Is watches.
Exactly. Because we are talking about our everyday situation. A language is an everyday situation. Every is a routine situation. Always, often, usually, frequently is a routine situation. Sometimes, seldom, never is a routine situation. This is the form, the manner to identify the correct form of the verb. Easy or difficult?
Easy.
Easy.
Excellent, very good. Question. Charlie asked a question to Elsie about her routines. 1, 2, 3, action.
Hello. Um, what do you like? Some things in the morning.
Some things? What do you mean some things?
Something. Or what do you think like?
Position of things.
Position. What?
Position for things. What is the position
Position.
of things?
It's
No, position. Position. Change the position.
okay.
Move.
What do you think?
What?
What thing
Exactly.
do you like in the morning every day?
Perfect. What thing are you talking about?
Or
Breakfast?
hobbies, or maybe hobbies or activities in general.
Okay, so things is extra.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And maybe it's what hobby or what activities
Exactly.
do you like in the morning every day?
Excellent. Do you like? Do you like? Change the verb.
Like or other?
Because like is for preference, but you are not speaking about preference, no? You are speaking about actions. What is the verb for actions? How do you say a said in English?
Do.
Of course. So I think it's better doing the question.
Okay. What do you what hobbies or activities
Uh-huh.
do you prefer?
Uh-huh.
Do you do?
Action. Exactly.
Do you do?
Of course. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because you are not talking about preference. You are talking about routines.
Do you do in the morning every day?
Much better. Good question. Action, Elsie.
I take a very hot shower in the morning.
Nice.
All the morning. The morning? Yeah.
All the mornings. Common mistake. All. It's better to use every.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh.
I I take a hot shower every morning.
Perfect. Good conversation. Good conversation. Very nice. Good. Elsie, ask a question to Benji about a friend.
About a friend.
Not him. A friend.
Mm. Oh, Benji, um, do your best friend eat meat?
Perfect. There is a mistake. Common mistake for the question. He, she, it, your best friend. What is the auxiliary?
Does
Exactly. Eliminate.
does your best friend eat eat meat?
Perfect.
The num
Mm, yes, my best friend
Mhm.
does meat. No, does eat meat. Sorry.
Is those necessary in the answer?
Mm, maybe best friend. Uh, mm, ay,
What happened?
to my best friend,
Ajá.
like it the meat.
La-
Eat meat.
Are you repeating the question? Yes, no? The Elsie's question? Yes, no?
No, I don't repeat the question.
No?
The,
I am so confused. Are you answering or are you.
I'm answering.
Oh. So keep it simple person verb complement.
Okay. He
He.
he eat meat.
Okay, there it is. He eat.
He
What is the verb?
meets.
Are you speaking
He
in
eats
future?
meat.
Excellent. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, you almost forget to use the verb in present.
Yes.
That's right. And this is exactly the point of the lesson. Because you hear, does your friend eat? And then we forget to conjugate it. In the question is correct. In the affirmation, no.
Okay.
Okay? Difficult. Difficult. Benji asked a question to Laurita about a person in her family.
Okay. Laurita,
Hello.
hello. Uh, does your mom like uh, travel with you?
Good. Like is a verb, travel is a verb, connectors.
Uh, does your mom like to travel with you?
Excellent. Good.
Yes, my mom likes to travel with me.
Mhm. Excellent conjugation ahorita. Because you are speaking in general present. Routines or frequency, etc.
Yes,
No?
yes.
Correct. Good job. Good job. Laurita, ask a question to Misty.
Hello, Isi.
Hello, Laurita.
Mm, does your brother play football?
Excellent.
Yes, my brother plays football every week.
Okay.
Good, good, good. Plays football, no?
Yes.
Exactly. Uh-huh. Good job. Easty, question Charlie.
Charlie.
I see.
Hi, Charlie. What time do you usually go to bed?
Good question.
Usually I go to the bed at 11 or 12 o'clock.
Good, okay. Good, good, good. Same question about your son or daughter. You have a son or a daughter?
I
Uh-huh.
2 daughter and 1 boy.
Okay, let's talk about your son because he's singular. At what time does your son go to bed?
My son go to bed at
Aha, in the
7.
future, in the present. Yes. We fell in my trap.
Yes.
So, my son,
My son go to the bed at 12 o'clock.
my son go to the bed. Incomplete. Common mistake. I go, you go, and he, she, it.
Yes.
Aha.
Good. Guys,
Aha.
bed
Exactly.
11 o'clock.
Ah, much better. Much, much better, man. Very, very good. That is the correct form. And you see, it's very interesting that we don't identify when it's necessary to use go or goes because we are thinking in Spanish. Thinking in Spanish, we say, mi hijo se va a dormir. Va, ¿cómo se dice ir en inglés? A go. Entonces ahí nos quedamos y decimos, I go, my son go. Te falta un segundo proceso en donde identificas, a ver, estamos hablando de qué tiempo. Si es pasado, presente, futuro, porque si digo my son go, no identifico tiempo. La persona que te está escuchando no identifica cuándo. ¿Sí?
Sí, pero, por ejemplo, cuando hablas en plural, si quieres decir en plural, mis hijos, ahí se ocupa solamente el verbo en forma simple.
Go, exacto. Estos los verbos no identifican entre plural y singular en inglés. Es más, es lo contrario, el singular lleva la S y el plural no. Es al revés en inglés.
Sí, es correcto.
Ajá. Si lo quieres pensar en términos de singular y plural, the singular verb has an S and the plural doesn't.
Bien.
Right? That's epiphanic. Very, very nice. So, tips to remember this. Let's take a little note for the tips. Tips to remember the S. Number one. only singular verbs need the S. Or S. Because many people consider, it's the third person. Yes, but the third person is grammatical concepts, and grammatical concepts is a problem. No? So no grammatical concepts, singular verbs need, or singular persons need the S. Number 2, of course, check your time expression. What context are we talking about? Number 3, identify the correct pronunciation, especially with verbs ending in CH or G. For example, search, change, watch, etc. I search, you search, and he, she, it.
With ES. ES.
So pronunciation, I watch, I search, you search, and he, she, it.
Watches. Searches.
Searches, exactly. That's a different verb.
Changes.
Extra
Changes.
syllable.
Change. Change.
Changes.
And the extra syllable.
Changes.
Excellent, Laurita. 2 syllables.
Changes.
Exactly. Plural, change. Only 1 syllable. And changes, 2 syllables. Let's write that better. Verbs ending in chi, in ch and g, need an additional syllable sound. Okay, in this case is changes. Those are my 3 tips. Check your time expression. Singular persons need the S. Verbs ending in chi and ch and g need an extra syllable. Questions? Take your notes, people.
No, teacher.
Excellent. So let's pass to the next context of the conversation. The ing verbs. Okay? Ing verbs have 2 different structures. When it's in present versus when it's in past. In present, we have, well, in both, we need the verb be. Technically, in general, is the verb be plus person in a question, and then the verb in ing. Do you agree with me? This is the question. Affirmations, we need to switch the be and the person. Switch. And then we need to consider the verb be in negative. What is a negative for auxiliaries?
Y not.
Excellent. Not. Only one student, people, or what?
No, teacher.
Hello. Very good. Come on, guys. Activation, activation. Memory, memory, memory. Okay? So why is this necessary? This is precisely, specifically necessary because we need to consider that the verb be needs very specific applications. Is in present, are in present too, and am. No? And in past,
Was where?
was where. Right? I know that you memorize this, I know that you are experts, but even when this is super easy, many people in this specific level say, I speaking English with you. Jesus Christ, no. I speaking English with you. Look at this aberration, my people. What is the problem here?
En Spanish, yo hablando.
Yo hablando. Exactly, which is sounds weird. Which is incomplete. We forget to use the verb to be.
I'm.
Exactly. I am speaking English. Looks incomplete, no? Looks very, very incomplete. And the other side is I am talking on the phone. Talking on the phone. When I went to school. Another classic mistake. Very important. What is the problem? It's invisible, no? The mistake is invisible in this case.
Is I was.
Ah, very good. Excellent, Laurita. We forget to change the time of the verb. Because you say, okay, ing necessary the verb to be. Oh, perfect. I am talking on the phone. Oh, no, this is in past. It's necessary in past in this case. The context is in past. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. That is a very, very common mistake that we need to check. So similar case, similar to the previous review, the tip is the same. Tip number 1, check your time expression. What type of time expressions do we have? We have 2 different time expressions. Number 1 for future, because the ing is for future. Future plans or right now. And number 2, time expressions for simultaneous actions. In the past. Do you understand the time expressions? Or do you have questions?
I understand, teacher.
Sure.
In this case, the fourth correct to the say in the second example is I am talking on the phone when I went to school.
No, because the formula doesn't exist. Was, went is a formula inexistent. The problem is here. It was invisible, no?
The second example is correct or not?
Exactly. The second part is correct because it's past. Past in general.
Okay.
You can never. Oh, this is another common mistake. Very, very nice, Benji. Because it's incorrect to say I went to school. That's precisely another very good example. We use the verb be when it's not necessary. Especially when you are talking in past. Very common mistake. We never use the verb be together with a verb in past. Never. Got it? That's the one. Examples. First, we are going to go one round in present, and then we are going to go one round in past. Okay? Let's start with present, talking about future plans and right now. Remember, verbs in ing are for promises. No, sorry, are for plans in the future. Okay? So everybody, please speak about your next weekend. What are you going to do next weekend? Try to omit going to. Don't say going to. So let's try with Elsie. What are you doing this weekend?
Oh, without going to.
Exactly. Because everybody considers going to. No, but what happens if you eliminate going to?
Sorry. I don't know, teacher.
No, why not? Tell me your plans. What is your plan?
I'm going to take a psychology session with
course.
my course. No, session with
Session.
my son and my husband,
Great.
and we are going to.
Okay, let's stop over there, right? Let's consider the first example so you can omit going to. Find the action
Okay.
in the sentence. You said going to.
Take.
Take.
Take. Sorry.
Exactly.
Take.
Omit going to and use the expression take as your principal verb using this formula.
I'm taking.
Exactly.
Oh, it sounds strange.
It sounds strange because you are thinking in Spanish, but that is a natural thing. It's a natural, how can I say, repel because it sounds different, you know. But if you watch and you pay attention to movies, you are going to identify that they use ing as a plan. For example, let's search. Let's use the word taking, similar to what you say.
Okay.
So one day I was taking. One day I was hacking, I was taking. This is past. Ta-da! In taking the next step.
I have to use time expression.
Of course.
I'm taking a psychology session every Saturday.
Every corresponds to structure number 2.
Oh.
The words in this case is next.
Next Saturday. Okay.
Actually, no, you said this Saturday, no?
No.
No. Well, anyway, the word this.
Okay.
That's also future.
Okay. Okay.
Try again. Complete.
I'm taking a psychology session this Saturday with my family.
That's correct. Totally correct. And now it sounds normal. For like magic.
Yes.
No?
Exactly. Yes, it is.
It's crazy because yes, it is when we are thinking in Spanish, it's very easy to learn going to because it's similar to voy a. So it's super easy, super easy. But then when you really think in English, you observe that it's not necessary the ing or the going to.
Teacher, but these two structures, sorry, are the same. No, have the same meaning, or
Exactly.
okay.
They have the same meaning. Very good. There's no change.
Okay.
So tip number 2 for plans, for future plans, going to is not necessary. You can express the plan using the action, the principal action. Only.
Teacher, when use going to?
There's no. It's optional. You know.
Is when use the verb go?
Exactly. When you refer, for example, go to the movies.
Going to the movies.
Exactly.
I'm going to the movies.
That's right.
Okay.
But it's also possible to say, I'm going to go.
Okay.
You see? So
Okay.
technically, going to is not incorrect, but it's not mandatory. Always going to, going to, going to, going to. No, no, no. If you watch movies, you will see that American people don't use going to when they speak about future.
Would you repeat the example with the different structures?
Sure.
I'm going to the movie.
I'm going to the movies. Using the verb go, no? Option 2, I'm going to go to the movies.
Okay. Thank you.
Which is similar to your case. When you say, I'm going to take, it's not incorrect, but you can say, I'm taking only.
Okay.
Good, good observations, my people. And this was the objectives of the previous level. In the previous level, we spoke about this and we separated going to versus ing. They are very interesting. Also, be careful. Don't confuse time expressions for right now versus routines or time expressions for routines. Because, for example, in this moment, Elsie, you said every Saturday, and every Saturday is structure 2, no structure 3.
Okay.
The time expression determines the correct context. Let me separate future plans and right now, okay? So you can have two independent rules here. Right now, in this moment, and for future plans. There we go. So my people, please pay attention to Jessie because she will take attendance.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good
So I
night.
will take attendance. Thank you. Good night. Is Kiri Grecia? No. Hugo?
Jessie absent. Yes, sorry.
No.
Hugo absent.
Lau?
Lau,
Present.
yes.
Present.
Hi, Lau. Thank you.
Hello. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, Lau.
Present.
Hi, Benji. Thank you.
Hi.
Isti?
Present, Jessie.
Hi, Isti. Thank you. Yanis?
Yanis. No, Yanis is absent.
Right.
Había entrado un ratito, pero ya se fue.
Okay, I will send the class.
Thank you.
Raúl? No?
Raúl
Charlie?
absent. Charlie, yes, está por aquí.
Hi.
Hi, Charlie. Thank you. César?
Hola, Jessie.
Hi, Cés. Thank you.
Hi.
Good night. And Elsie.
Here.
Hi, Elsie. Thank you.
Hi,
Good
Elsie.
night.
Thank you to you.
Thank you. So, thank you, everyone, and welcome, Marlene. See you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect, my people. So, Elsie, ask a question about the next weekend to Cesar.
Okay. Cesar. Are you working out? Working out on Sunday?
Good question.
Hello, Elsie. No, I don't working on Sunday. I prefer will take large snap.
Okay, one more time. We have many issues in your answer. Are you working out this weekend?
What, teacher?
I repeat the question. Are you working out this weekend?
Yeah, I work in the my routine is working to Monday. No, in Monday to Friday.
From Monday to Friday. But
From
we are not talking about your work. Workout. Workout is to
okay.
exercise.
Yeah. I only listen work.
Okay. Yeah, workout. The question is workout. Are you
Workout.
working out this weekend?
Yeah, every day. Okay. Yeah. I do working out every day.
Confusing conversation 2 versus conversation 3. Two different contexts.
Okay. Yes, I was.
Was.
No.
Why in past?
No,
Okay,
no.
We are talking about your future plans, no?
No, I talking about the every day.
Well, you need to identify that Elsie asked you about this weekend. Not about every day.
Okay.
So this is exactly the point of the class. Again, the context is determined by the time expression, not the opposite. You don't determine the context is determined by the question.
Okay. In this week, I do working out.
Why do? Do auxiliary or do verb?
Auxiliary.
Auxiliary do is for context number 2. Not auxiliary number 3. In context number 3, the auxiliary is the verb be.
Okay, I'm working out in this week.
Close. The question is different, Caesar. We never say week.
But you said me that Elsie told me the question Elsie is in this week.
We said weekend. Weekend, huh?
Okay.
Do we have connection issues, probably?
No, I understand that this week, nor weekend.
Oh, yes, we need to check that, weekend. Because when you say workout, you didn't focus on out. And this weekend, you forgot end. So probably you have, you need to expand the phonetical comprehension. Monosyllable, week. Bisyllable, weekend.
Yeah.
You see, probably this is the issue. Is expand from monosyllable to bisyllable and trisyllables. This is the mission.
Okay. Yeah, and my answer is yes. I am work out.
I am workout.
Working
exactly.
out.
I am working out.
I am working out in this weekend.
Correct. That's much better, brother.
Yeah.
Much better. That's going to be an additional common mistake. Let's say I am work at the office right now, for example. It's very common to forget.
ing.
Exactly. I, no A. ING. That's another very important mistake. It's very good that you mentioned that because we can expand this information. Very good. Cesar, ask Isti. Let's go about this weekend.
About what, teacher?
This weekend.
This weekend. Okay. Hello, it's Tim. Are you eating some boneless in this weekend? Yeah, I love boneless.
Yes. It's adult nuggets. Nuggets for adults.
Maybe because I'm no. When is the Super Bowl?
Oh yes, on Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. I'm eating boneless next Sunday.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Isti, ask a question to Laurita.
Laurita, hello, Laurita.
Her internet. Oh, her battery. Isti battery died. Por eso gritó. Okay, so Cesar, ask a question to Laurita.
Okay, teacher. Whatever?
Yes, about next weekend.
Okay. Laurita.
Hello, Cesar.
Hello. Are you saying the Super Bowl in this weekend?
Very good. When you are talking about the TV, you don't see.
Watching.
You don't say see exactly.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I'm watching on TV the Super Bowl. I like it.
Very good. I like it. Don't forget.
I like it. Yes.
Sorry, my computer
died.
died.
No
I
problem.
understand you.
Yes, of course. Perfect, no problem. Excellent, Laurita. So then, Isti, ask a question to Charlie.
Okay, Charlie, are you?
Oh, sorry, just a minute, Isti. Ask a question to Charlie, but for a different person, about the plans of another person. Eliminate you.
Okay, Charlie is daughter or son?
Whose daughter?
Whose daughter?
No, I question. Whose daughter?
Is your daughter?
Exactly.
Is your daughter I I going to cinema next week?
A specific cinema?
Going to the cinema?
Exactly.
Going to the cinema next week?
Perfect.
Okay, my daughter going to the cinema next week.
Common mistake. Common mistake number 1. We forget to use the verb be.
My daughter, yeah. Daughter are? No. No.
Well, you have 2 daughters, but Isti said your daughter, so she refers to only one.
Yes. My daughter is?
Exactly.
My daughter is going to the cinema next week.
Yes. That's right. Very good job. Excellent. Charlie, ask a question to Benji.
Benji, are you going to travel next month?
Wait, just a second. Charlie, omit going to.
Okay. Are you traveling
Correct.
the next month?
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes, the next month I am traveling to the Pachuca City.
Excellent, brother. Very good. In your answer, it's not necessary to use the. When you speak about the names of a city, it's only to Pachuca.
Only to Pachuca. Okay. Okay. I am traveling to Pachuca.
Fantastic. Perfect. Excellent, my people. Very good. Benji, ask a question too. Who else?
Sorry, teacher.
Yes, Charlie.
In this case, it's not the future. Because Benji will traveling the next month, and he say, "I am traveling."
Oh, well, that's going to be an additional note for future. I will going to Pachuca, for example. We confuse the future tense with will. Aha. This is technically, Charlie, a mistake. Will is future, but for a different application. Okay. When you say I will going to Pachuca, you have a contradiction because will is for promises and going to is for plans. So what is a promise or a plan?
Okay. But you use verb to be in simple form?
Yes, of course. In not simple form, is present.
Okay.
Because simple form, probably this is the additional.
To be.
Exactly. The simple form is be. Simple form, be.
Okay.
Okay, so this is super important. When you speak about future, discriminate between plans and promises. Because promises are expressed with will, not with ing. And the contrary, plans are expressed with ing, not with will.
Okay.
Wow, that's a very good observation. No problem, thank you. That observation was perfect for the occasion. And we only reviewed future. Now we need to review right now, and we are going to review past. But that's going to be part 2 for tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent tips, eh? These tips are going to save you in this level. So study these tips. These are Mr. Pérez approved. Okay? Let's go. We finished for today. Excellent class, man. See you tomorrow.